those matches, out of the straps, of course, I took John's hand.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that match on YouTube? Well,
nope.
Anytime I pull John, he's lost his hand before the straps. In the straps, he treats me like a ginger stepchild.
Yeah.
You know?
I have the exact opposite feeling with John. When I've just pulled John by the side of his pool, out of straps, he crucifies me. In straps, I feel like I can do something. It's like, yeah.
Ryan, stop. That's because John is being kind to you. You're a foreigner.
Well, he can be kind. He can be out of straps. He can be stupidly kind to me out of straps. Where in the straps, he's just going to be kind to me.
In the straps, it's been confinement to me, like a straitjacket with a guy like John, because he takes that lower bite on your hand and shuts me down. But you got to remember, I was banging at 165 pounds also.
Yeah.
You know.
So get back. You were leading to a point about promotions on this big money.
Yeah, I think the promotions have put a stranglehold on the sport. And now, with the pandemic, people are finding ways to make it happen. And I think it might be one of the greatest thing to happen to my sport.
Yeah. Well, if you we talked about big money, like I don't want to give away numbers of what people earn, because I'm not privy to what people earn or anything other than my own channel. But it's not hard to kind of work it out. For instance, and like if you can go to a website like Nox and Influencer, and you can see, for instance, that any 1 million+ sub channel that posts 3 or 4 times weekly is bringing in roughly 50 to 120,000 US dollars per month on just their ad revenue. And then they might have memberships, then they might have third-party sponsors, then they might have merchandise. The list goes on. So Larry's involvement is massive straight away in terms of revenue, just from that alone. Devon's channel's big. Michael's channel is growing rapidly.
Your channel is huge.
Yeah. Then there's the third-party sponsors. Like, I don't know what the number is, but I would guess that this match will generate across all platforms somewhere. Yeah, it's gonna be. I feel like it's gonna push like I wouldn't say 1 million, but I'd say like $400,000-$500,000.
I'm not gonna happen right now, just in my feel, and I am like a newbie to the internet with this kind of stuff. But I'm feeling in my gut 500,000. There's 500,000. There's the match of the century. And you know, I was speaking earlier today, and I said we just celebrated yesterday the 50th anniversary of the fight of the century, Ali Frazier, Madison Square Garden. You know, you had Frank Sinatra photographing for what, People or Time magazine, you know, in the front row. Frank Sinatra, a signed, contracted photographer for this fight. This is the kind of thing that's going on in our sport right now.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
It is.
And what I love is that with the whole missing the bus thing, Eagle missing the bus, PAL missing the bus, they're not going to miss the bus as long as they are willing to see it. They're just missing the first lap.
Yeah,
they'll get on the bus.
They can buy a transfer and get on the next stop.
Yeah, that's it. They just,
you know,
and it's gonna sting. I can't lie. It's gonna sting when they see how much revenue is generated and they got none of it. It's gonna sting real bad.
All humans have egos, and that's the only thing that defeats us besides our opponents or our egos.
Yeah, or Argentinian hackers.
Hey, sometimes. Don't talk about my friends, Ryan Bowen. Don't do it.
Goodness. But yeah, legit, like and like I said before, kind of this has been when I started arm wrestling, I wanted to make a career of it, and I recognized instantly that there was no financial means to actually do it
at the table.
There was nothing. And I was like, if you're number one in the world, you might win $30,000-$40,000 in a year, maybe.
Correct.
And that's just not enough. So I straight away
free trips, a lot of great food, a lot of great wine,
a lot of t-shirts. A lot of free t-shirts, but it has to be through your own self-promotions and distribution networks. And I love that the world is ready to watch. Like the amount of people that are watching multiple YouTube channels I love, for instance, when you see, like the last time Michael and Devon pulled was actually in Juji Mufu's garage, right? They all
Mhm.
filmed. Michael filmed, Devon filmed, Juji filmed, and all three of those videos went gangbusters. And I know I watched all three because I wanted to see Michael's point of view. I want to see Devon's point of view. And there's Juji going, oh my goodness, look at this shit. So multiple YouTube channels covering an event is one of the greatest things the sport's got going for it. Yeah. And we all grow.
I'm seriously thinking about coming and working that Dubai event.
Honestly, you being there will mean so much to a YouTube channel.
The sport.
If you can be
I'm not
there,
even worried about YouTube. I'm worried about the sport.
yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Being there, the biggest match of 2021 by a mile.
Yeah, I guess it won't hurt. Yeah.
Man, for me, I've been wanting to get to Dubai since November. Larry invited me last November, and I said yes straight away. And I tried to book flights, and I couldn't. Australian government's been a pain in the ass. It's getting home, Todd. It's getting home. It's not getting out.
Yeah.
It's getting home. I don't know when that's going to stop it. If I can be there, I will. Like it'll be crazy not to.
I'm gonna have to bounce schedules because I'm going to be in Shadara, Kazakhstan. There's gonna be a big event there in May as well, and that's that's a city where some of my ashes will be buried when I leave this place. They'll be spread there in Shadara. So
is that the region of Kazakhstan where that killer club is?
That's where the academy is. Yes, that is where the academy is.
Nice.
Yeah.
They will love having you there. You will be a hit.
I can't wait to go back. Yeah.
A million Kazakhstan children hanging off you.
Hey. They're all athletes over there, man. Every one of them. From the cockball player to the judo player to the arm wrestler to the fencer. They're just serious athletes. Womb to tomb.
Yeah. No, it's cool. It's exciting times, man. I think it's like you said, COVID kind of forced the sport into this direction, and it forced our hand. But I honestly think it's a good thing, and man, I'm happy to be riding the wave, and happy you're riding the wave too.
Hey, I just joined the dance.
Yeah, man. Well, welcome. I'm happy to be one of the first dance partners you've collabed with. Oh God.
You know what? Hey, listen, I started closing my hand 2 weeks ago. I'm training for a comeback.
How serious is that, man? How serious are you?
It's pretty serious. My children have told me I need to make a move. And I told myself, that's the most important thing. I told myself I need to close my hand. There's a lot of arm wrestlers out there.
Are you going to need to reinvent yourself, or is it just the same old Cobra is just going to come back?
Oh no, my technique is solid. I'm just not strong. I have to learn to make pain a friend of mine again, and then it should be lickety split.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure my technique is still solid. I just have to have
you get the strength to
back it up. You know.
Yeah. Nice. Well, man, document that on YouTube, because that'll be an exciting journey to watch. Some of the names that you start retaking, because you went high. Like, I can't remember it. I know Neil Pickup's talked about it a bunch of times. I know a bunch. I know a few people have talked about it. But what was the WAF Worlds where you friggin' dominated everything?
I've won a couple of overalls. That you're going back to '89 Athens, Greece, the first overall that I showed off at. But there's too many names, you know. Name a name. Who's active? Who are they saying is good?
Well, everyone's saying Engen Terzi's the best of lightweights.
No, listen. You can ask Engen. No insult to Engen. He is a fabulous arm wrestler.
And I'm only laughing at you because I know the stats on Cobra and Engen. You know. Engen's a
Yeah,
badass.
he's got one win against me. It was after my car wreck,
Yep.
and that's it. And the hardest he pulled in that match was to get a slip out.
Yep.
That's the hardest he pulled in that match entirely.
Yep.
And that's the
What,
only match you'll see online.
how
I
many
think the
wins
record,
you got? How many wins have you got on it?
it's going to be close to a dozen. And aggregate count in time, maybe 9 seconds.
Yep. So
You
they were
know,
fast. Yeah. Okay.
so
Who,
I mean,
who's the
I
biggest?
love Shirley.
Who's the
Listen, I
big?
love Shirley. I love his passion for the sport. He's a brother of mine. But there's levels to this thing, man.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm not sitting here lying to you. I'm not here to blow myself.
Yeah.
It's fact.
Yeah. There is levels.
Roll
There's levels.
the tape,
Man,
man.
I'm just trying to get onto the next level. Every 6 months, I want to be on the next level.
But come on,
Till the
kid. I'll show you how to close your hand.
Nice. I'd actually love to grip up with you, Cobra. I'd actually just truly be
Don't let
fascinated.
them get away. Don't let them get away. You know, back in the day, they didn't call me Cobra. They called me Bad Draw Rhodes.
Oh yeah, that's a good name. That's hardcore. That's hardcore. I like that. Yeah.
They'd be like,
that's-
Adam so and so and Bad Draw on deck. You know?
yeah.
You see the guy's wife go, oh, jeez.
Oh no, I've got a bad draw.
You know what I mean? But I'm not mad about that.
Man,
You know,
man,
I love England dearly. It's not. This is not a contest. That's just facts. That's happened. That's our history.
yeah,
He knows it. It's just not promoted. I can understand it's things that who wants to talk about getting their ass whipped
yeah, yeah.
when
Man,
everyone's saying you're this and you're that. I've
yeah.
just been sitting back and like I hear people all the time saying, "Oh God, this video is on of you. So and so beat you. So and so beat you." Listen, 90% of those matches, 99% of those matches that you're seeing is after my wreck, first of all, in
Mhm,
01.
mhm,
I come back from that wreck inside of 2 years on morphine and win the first Triple Crown in arm
mhm,
wrestling. When
mhm.
Chris Chan was 165 pounds, because he was the third leg, I put him down in the finals.
Yeah,
I kicked his ass out of the lightweights and he put on 100 pounds.
yeah,
You understand?
yeah,
Change an arm wrestler's attitude. How much does
yeah.
Ingen weigh now?
I think he's 95 kilos or something.
Okay. I can never
Yeah,
pull him again unless I start kicking ass again and jump in
yeah,
the overall. I'm telling you, I'm not the guy that's going to go multiple classes anymore. I'm not
yeah.
going to go and jump in 5 classes like in Tuscaloosa Lodge in
Mm.
Canada, there, where we both met in 5 weight classes. They couldn't have an overall.
Well, Cobra, there is an over the top 2 tournament happening in November in Gold Coast, Australia. $10,000 on the line for the overalls if you want to come and pull it.
Over the tops. No, I can ref it like I did in the movie, if you
It's
like.
it's literally going to be themed over the top. The table's the
No,
same. It's an 80s theme. It's in a casino.
there's
It's gonna
only
be
a
fun.
few of us that were in that movie that are still around.
Yeah. Yeah.
You gotta
So
remember, huh?
maybe it's destiny. Anyway, Cobra, man,
Yeah,
I got to run. My battery on my phone is really close. So, man,
you saw.
thank you for doing this, man. And if you're watching right now, it means you're on Cobra's channel because this is part 2 that we're in right now. So,
All right.
I'm glad you guys are here. But yeah, man, Cobra, thank you so much for the chat. Glad to hear you doing a comeback. I can't wait to see how that goes. All right, man.
We'll
Uh,
talk, brother. We'll talk about technique soon.